Hey guys, today I'm going to be starting this video with just a little chat, and I'm going to make some other things, and I'm going to tell you about that. That's what the chat's about. First of all, I've washed 2 loads of clothes. The second load is in the dryer right now. That's what I've done so far today, other than made a video for my planners and stuff like that. The plan for dinner tonight is going to be hot dogs. So I'm not going to be doing anything showing y'all that. But I do want to start something that Donna had asked me about. And I thought this would be a fun thing. It would be beneficial to my family. And hopefully it will help some of you guys that might want to do something like this. Now, I am doing the intermittent fasting again. Gonna be trying to do it. Hopefully it'll work out. So I need to have some simple meals for lunches and things. So what I have decided to do is make some freezer meals that will work for me, for Noah, for Jeff if he wants it, or something like that, to be able to either throw in the air fryer or in the microwave. Today the one I'm going to be doing is one you could throw in the air fryer or you could do in the oven, either one. But it's going to be really small. It'll be like one of these per person, or if you're really hungry you could eat 2. It's up to you, but I'm doing one. These are like 1 pound little pans. I can't remember what they were called, and I've already thrown the package away, so I can't tell you. And they have little lids. I went ahead and washed them, so they're a little bit wet, but that doesn't matter. It's not going to make a difference. They're a little bit wet, and I've got them over here. I guess that's enough. What I'm doing today is lasagna in individual portions. We like, I almost said broccoli. No, it is green though. Spinach in our broccoli. So I do have some spinach here, frozen. And I've got my ground beef. I've got some marinara sauce here. It doesn't matter what kind, whatever you normally would use. I've got some ricotta. I've got an egg. And I've got some Italian seasoning. And I've got some lasagna noodles that are oven ready. I've got some more that are, I'm going to use those first. So I hope that I have everything set up here. And I want to talk a little bit about some things while I'm getting my ricotta ready. Actually, what I should have done is went ahead and put this egg in here. And that way I could go wash my hands and all that stuff. So let me go do that. I'll be right back. Okay, so the reason why I have the egg in the bag is I'm going to be taking a couple of shortcuts. I'm going to be doing some things to make this easier on me, and so I can be more precise with the amount of each thing that I put in these little things, because you don't want to overfill them, because if you overfill them, whenever you cook them, they'll get all messy and it'll be annoying, and we don't want that. So we have to remember some things whenever you do freezer meals. One, freezers dry things out. So you want to put a little bit more of the whatever moisture in it before you freeze it, or after. You can do it after. I'm going to put a little bit more sauce than what I normally would put in my lasagna. 2, with the oven ready ones, you shouldn't have to pre-cook them. 3, you don't want to overfill this, like you don't fill it to the top, because the noodles will expand. And with other types of freezer foods, you have to think about those things as well. Now, I've got 1 egg in there. Nope, I don't have ricotta. Why? This is the second time this has happened to me recently, where it did. I want it to open there. No. Well, I'll try to cut it with my scissor. Last time Jeff had to get it for me. He's not here. He can't do it. There. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. I'm going to get this ricotta and I'm going to put it in this bag. The reason why I'm using the bag, oh my goodness. The reason why I'm using the bag is, like I said, trying to make it a little bit more precise. So I'm going to do it like a piping bag. So I'm putting the ricotta in there. the way, and I'm going to put some Italian seasoning in here. Just whatever you would normally do for a pan of lasagna. That's all you're doing. And now I'm going to just squish this together and get it mixed up. I did forget one thing. No, I forgot too. Oh my goodness. How did I forget the cheese other than the ricotta cheese? I guess because I'm so excited about doing this. Let me stop squishing it for a minute. I'm so excited about doing this that I just totally forgot the cheese. How? I don't know. I'll get it. That was another shortcut I was taking too. Alright. I think that's mixed well enough. I'm just going to let it sit there while I grab the cheese. Okay, so now I think I might possibly have all the paraphernalia. I don't know. I've got a cutting board, I've got a knife, and I've got some cheesies. So I've got Parmesan and mozzarella. Now you could use the powdered Parmesan, but I'm just going to use this just because. So the first thing I want to do, just like if I was building any other lasagna, the first thing I want to do is put a little bit of sauce into each one of these. Move that out of the way. And I'm also going to cook one of these and show y'all how it is. So I've got the sauce. I was going to measure it all, but this won't fit down in there. But I want a decent amount of sauce to cover the whole thing. You could spray these, but I didn't. I just didn't spray them. Let me go ahead and put the sauce in each one. And I tried to, now the meat is not at room temperature, but it's cooler. I'm trying to let everything be as cool as it can be because I want to freeze it. So this is not going to be the way it normally would be whenever I would be making my lasagna. I'm making a mess. That's what I'm doing right there. I want to put this somewhere. I guess I've got to put it there. I'm going to scooch this around some in each pan. Each little bitty pan. Nope, I'm not doing it that way. I'm doing it with a spoon. And then I'm going to layer some of the noodles on. I'll show you how I'm going to do that too. I'm going to end up sticking my elbow in that right there. That's what I'm going to do. That will be gross. That will be gross. But my plan is maybe not every single week, or maybe multiple times a week. I don't know yet. But my plan is to do a few of these little meals, share with y'all, plus I get the benefit of having the meals ready to go in the freezer whenever I want them. Well, they'll be ready to, you know, cook and eat. So what I'm going to do is put one little piece of lasagna. That one is a little bit broken funny. One little piece of lasagna, and then a little bit on the edge because it doesn't go all the way over. But I don't mind if it doesn't go all the way over. I'm going to be alright with that. But I want to try to get it in there into each one. And this one I'm going to piece it. I don't care if it's pieced. It's just us eating it. We don't mind if it's not perfect. That one seems to be a little bit less. Alright, so there's my lasagna. And now, not my lasagna noodle. Now I'm going to put a little bit of the ricotta in each one, but like I said, I'm going to use this as if it were a piping bag. So I'm going to cut a little hole in it, and I'm just going to put some on in there. I'll show you in a moment. I am not covering it completely because I want to, I might have put too much in that one. If I did, I can scoot some over. But I thought the piping bag idea would be a little bit easier to control it, a little bit easier to know how much I was putting in each one, or, you know, I wouldn't have more in another one than another one, but I did accidentally get one a little bit more. So I'm going to get that as much as I can down in there. And there we go. Put that in the bag. Now all of them have the ricotta, and I guess I'll use this spoon, kind of squish it out to like even it out, and I'll show you. That one I got ricotta extra. Can't really see very well because I am short. Alright, so far we've got sauce, noodle, and the ricotta. Now we're going to put more noodle. Break them very well. That's all right. I'll make it work. Just shot the noodle across there. It might be better to go the other way, actually. Well, that one just broke in half too. It went crazy. Alright, more noodle in all of them. A little extra in a couple of them. Well, this is just going to have cut up noodle. I shouldn't have worn this shirt because it's not cool. Scissors for the spinach. And I'm just going to put a little bit. I have a 1/3 cup measure here, and I'm just going to put about a 1/3 cup in each one, and then I'm going to put the rest of the spinach up because I don't want it to thaw out much more. Gotta have some healthy in there. I know not everybody likes the spinach. You don't have to put that in there. It's completely up to you. Alright, that one has a little bit extra. I don't know what that is, but it's got a little extra spinach. Alright, I'm gonna put this back in the, I'm gonna put it in the Ziploc and put it back in the freezer real quick. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my ground beef, because that's just what I want to put next. This is 1/4 cup, and I want to put 1/4 cup in each one. This is maybe a little bit over 1/4, but this is 1 pound of ground beef, and there's 8 of these. I don't know if I said that or not. I'm sorry if I didn't. I did now. If you want, you know, more beef in there, you can put more beef. I plan on doing some sort of taco type thing. And I also wanted to say that if you want to do this and not have, I shouldn't have done that, and not have the metal, if you want to do it in the microwave, there's the glass dishes that you can use. More sauce now. The glass that are freezer safe and microwave safe, you can use those. Just gonna put sauce. This is a 1/4 cup as well. This measuring thing I'm using right now. Don't know if there's gonna be enough sauce in one jar. I may have to get another jar, or I may grab the pizza sauce out of the refrigerator and just use that, because just make it easier. That's what I'm gonna do, so I don't have to open another jar for those. Be right back. These two will just be a little bit different, and that's alright. They'll have a little bit of a different flavor, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Alright. Don't worry about this over here, it'll be eaten too. It won't be wasted. And now I'm going to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on each one, and then more noodle. And then I'm going to top it. I needed to top it with some more sauce probably, but also the spinach will release some liquid. So that's good to have it in there. But something else I'm going to do is go grab a little bit of water in this. And I'm going to shake this up so that I get all of it. I'm going to pour a little bit into each one. Just a little. Don't need much. I didn't pour as much into these couple of first ones. Alright. And then you don't waste any sauce either. You win-win situation. Alright, now noodle. And I do need more sauce. And I'm kind of pushing down on this noodle this time. And a half of a noodle is just about perfect. So I need at least 2 more. Whoop! Well, that's on the floor. Get in there. This one broke funny. Put that in there. Kind of smoosh it down a little bit. I need to get more sauce out. I should have done that, because that pasta sauce, I mean the pizza sauce is not enough. I'm just going to put pizza sauce on all of them. It'll be alright. May go get some water for it too. I'm gonna squish that around a little bit on that noodle. Right, there's that. I'll put these in that Ziploc bag, and now I'm gonna go ahead. I stuck my arm in one of them. My shirt's clean, but ooh, I didn't want to do that. Guess we've had worse mishaps in this world. Okay, while I'm sweating over here because I'm wearing a long sleeve like a crazy woman. It was cool this morning when I got up at like 5:30. Not anymore. Alright, so instead of shredding the cheese, I'm just going to slice some off. And I'm going to put a couple pieces on top. So, I'm showing y'all this. You see what I did. And I probably got that last one too thick. I'm going to take this one and it's going to go visit my friend over here. And it's going to be my lunch because I haven't had lunch yet. See, it'll go right in there and it fits. Hopefully y'all can see. It fits perfectly. And I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to put it on 400 for 18 minutes and we'll check it. So I'm going to finish up the cheese and then I'll show y'all how I'm going to close them up. But the next time you see me, I'm going to have a different shirt on because I can't be wearing the sauce. So I will be right back. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing in a good way. I don't know if you can or not. But I did have a little bit of mozzarella in the refrigerator that I had shredded the other day. So I just grabbed that and put on that one. So what I'm going to do is just put the little lid on and I'm going to seal it up just like this, just like you would normally, just as close as you can. And since this does not have an airtight seal, I'm going to wrap it with a little foil. This is some foil that I had taken out the other day for something. It may not be big enough, but then again it might be. But I'm just going to wrap it in foil. It's not going to be in the freezer for that long, so this should be fine. So I'm just going to let it be like that. You got to be careful with those little plastic lids. And then I have these little freezer labels and a permanent marker, and I'm just going to write on there. I'm not going to write, it's got like the item, reference, prep date, all that stuff. All I'm going to write is lasagna. And today is, what, could you work? Why? No? Okay, thanks. The 18th. So, 9, 18, 23. I don't need, why did I do it in the middle? I don't know. You could wrap it again, but I'm not going to worry about that because like I said, it's not going to be in there that long. And there you got a single serve lasagna that you just take out of the freezer maybe the night before because you know you want to eat it the next day. You take it out of the freezer, you stick it in the refrigerator, let it thaw out overnight, and then you can put it in your air fryer, in the oven, whatever you want to do. This type you would not put in the microwave, but if it was in a glass bowl, I would put it in the microwave. Now, I would not put it in a plastic one because you're going to cook this in this dish. Now, and you can eat it from this dish. Now, if you were going to, let me keep going while I'm talking to y'all. If you were going to put it in a plastic one, I would say pre-cook your lasagna, cool it off, then cut it up and put it into individual little plastic containers, and that way whenever you heat it up, it's not in the bowl as long. But I would not want to cook my lasagna in a plastic container. I just wouldn't want to do that. But I would always, even this, if I was going to put it in the air fryer or the oven, I would take it out of the freezer at least a few hours before I was going to cook it, because that way you would know that it was thawed and the middle would cook through. But you don't have to necessarily do that if you're cooking it in the oven. And I'm going to leave it on this pan. I'm going to leave them on here to freeze them, so it's not a big deal if they're on here. And if you felt like you didn't trust that the top would not cook properly, you could put foil over it before you put it in your air fryer. I probably should have done that, but I think it might be alright. I don't know. We'll see. And what else was I going to tell y'all? I don't know what else I was going to tell y'all. I will link these little bowls things down below so you guys can. Let me go ahead and write some of these. That way I have them done. I'm going to put this one on, get it out of my way so I can move the whatever this is, the book. I need 4 more. But I can't write and talk at the same time, it seems. I mean, obviously. You could also wrap them in saran wrap or in that cling wrap, whatever. It's a saran wrap brand. What kind of writing? Okay, that was a mess. I can read it, it's fine. I hadn't even put the tops on. What you doing? What you doing? I've gotten lost in all this now. I've forgotten everything I wanted to tell y'all. Make sure you have plenty of moisture. Make sure you take it out in time to cook it. Make sure that you are cooking something you're gonna eat. Some of these have a little too much cheese. Now, this is the first time I've done them in this size thing. That's why that there's not quite as much in here. I may have been able to get away with putting an extra layer on there, but I don't know. We'll see. And I think after I get done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and put the some foil over that one that's in the air fryer. Something else that I saw, they had these little aluminum trays that had like a piece of cardboard stuff, like, you know, you get whenever you do a freezer meal. They had those as well, but I like these that had the top like this, because this top goes up, and I don't know, I just like that better. And these are my Goodwill stickers. Alright, I'm gonna wrap these up and stick them in the freezer on this tray. Once they are frozen, I'm gonna just stack them in there in the refrigerator somehow. Not the refrigerator, in the freezer. I wouldn't prep this many and stick them in the refrigerator, but I might prep a couple and stick in the refrigerator. But not this many. Just a little word of warning. You do want to put some foil over that or something. I did it after 16 minutes. My top cheese is very brown, but I put some foil over it. We're going to see how it works out. Probably it'll be better anyway because it's going to keep the moisture in. But yeah, do that. I'm still going to show y'all, but I know it's going to look a wreck. That's okay. I'm still going to show you. So I'll be back then. Okay, so as I said, it got super brown. And this little part I left kind of sticking out. I shouldn't have. As you can tell, it is very hot. But see, under there it looks just fine. It looks fine. So I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes so that it won't burn my mouth to pieces. Then I'm not going to eat those pieces. But I'm going to have my lunch. It will look better next time because I will foil it. But it's a great idea. And I probably could have put more in there, like another layer. But I was kind of, you know, afraid that I wouldn't be able to. But it's alright. It turned out okay, I think. In my opinion, anyways. Even though I failed to do one part that I should have done. Probably because I was filming and wasn't thinking properly at all. So, I'll be back at some point. I don't know what else I'm doing, but I'll be back. Also, if you just like peel that back, look how pretty that cheese is. I'm still going to eat this part though because it'll be good too. But see, it just got a little toasty. That's all. A little toasty. I forgot to tell y'all, it was in the air fryer for 34 minutes. Now, if it's frozen, it's going to take longer. But that's how long I had it in there. It was 34 minutes, 400 degrees. Yeah. I just forgot to tell y'all.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh, you, You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say, you're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you.
Okay, so, this is going to be where I'm going to tell you guys goodbye, but first I'm going to tell you a few more things. the clothes that we just did, Jeff helped me fold. It was wonderful that he helped, even though I didn't think I was going to make it through, even with help. Because I should have sat down and folded. That's what I should have done. But anyway, they are from Friday and today where I washed. And Saturday and Sunday we weren't at home, and after I got done with washing clothes on Friday, I didn't feel like folding them. I'm gonna have to start making myself do it or something. I don't know. Anyway, we got them done. That's good. The lasagna was delicious, and the only problems that there were was that 2 little spots where that the noodles were not under the sauce, and that it didn't get cooked. Like, it was a crunchy noodle. I just threw that away. But it was barely anything. It wouldn't even have been a bite. It wouldn't even have been a whole half a bite or anything. So anyway, it was really good though. It tastes just like regular lasagna. It was a little bit brown on the top, but not much. It was like, you know how cheese turns brown whenever you, like, I used to do that on purpose when I was younger, like when I was a child and stuff. I would do it on purpose on, like, make a cheese toast and make it turn brown. It was good. It was delicious. It was a yummy lunch. And I was thinking, oh, well, maybe I should do some garlic bread, because you know I do the freezer garlic bread. I'm glad I didn't, because that was a lot. That was a full meal for me. But I mean, you think about it. It had meat for protein. It had vegetable. It had spinach in it. I probably could have put more spinach in there, and next time I do them in that, I will. But see, I've never made them in that size container before, so I wasn't sure if I could have filled it up a little bit more. But I know next time that I can. But it was delicious. It was good. And if I would have had garlic bread, I wouldn't have been able to eat it all. I wouldn't have. So it had everything though. It had all the food groups except fruit. Anyway, I plan on making more things like that. I don't know how often. I don't know, you know, what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do some different things. Let's see. Tomorrow I'm going to eat, or Noah and I are going to eat. Is that the way you're supposed to say that? Me and Noah? Noah and I don't know. That's not even the way you're supposed to say that. But anyway, we're going to go eat with Jeff's sister and a friend of mine and his sisters. So Noah's going to be my driver. Then I got a call also a little bit earlier. The physical therapy office called me, and they are not sending me to where I requested. I don't know why, because the doctor actually called the name out of the place and said, you want to go here, you know, said the name. I'm not going to say it on here. I'm just not. But anyway, he actually said that, so I think it was his assistant or somebody that just did the wrong place. The reason why I wanted to go to the place that I requested is because I'm familiar with it. That's where I went to therapy before. I liked that therapist. I liked the therapists that are there. I liked the atmosphere. It was nice. That's where Noah went. And it's actually closer to home than the other one. But that's okay. I won't be going there. I'll be going to the other one, which I think I've gone there before too, but it's been a very long time with my cervical spine. But I start that on Wednesday. So let's hope that I don't have more pain from the therapy. My face is very red and it feels like it's chapped or something. I don't know why. My nose is red too. Or maybe it's just the camera. But anyhow, I don't have anything else for today because, like I said, we're having hot dogs, and Jeff's actually grilling those because I'm spoiled. I can't eat a hot dog cooked inside, boiled in water or whatever, but they're better on the grill. So that's what he's doing. I would have done it, but he's doing it. He likes to grill anyways. So we're having hot dogs and chips and dip or something like that. But I'm not sharing that part with y'all. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I think I've told you everything. If you have any questions about the freezer meals, then leave them in the comment section. If you have anything that you would like to see me do as a freezer meal, Like, if there's something you're wondering, will that work? Let me know. I might try it. If it's something we would eat, I might try doing it as a freezer meal. You never know. There's no telling it what I might do. Also, something else I was thinking about when I was eating that lasagna, other than this is delicious, it would be really good if you did lazy lasagna that way, because then, like, you'd have to cook the noodles first because they're not oven ready. At least partially cook them. But it would be super easy to do that. And another thing, the little pans, I'm going to see if I can wash those and reuse them as many times as I can. Because the little cover, which I didn't use a cover on the one I ate from, the covers, they're plastic. And as long as you don't let them get broken, you can reuse them. And I don't know. We'll see. But I'll try to remember to link those little pans down below in the description box. And you can do that same thing in a glass dish and do it for the microwave. I would thaw it before I put it in the microwave, which I'm going to thaw those. Like, I'm going to be like, okay, I want lasagna for lunch tomorrow. So I'm going to take it and put it in the refrigerator to thaw overnight because they're tiny. Now, if it was a full 9x13, I'd probably still take it out the day before, but I'd do it like earlier in the day or something so that that next night it will be ready to cook. But yeah, it was good. So if you do have any freezer meals you're curious about, go ahead and let me know. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, it does not matter what it's for. If it's something that I already know about, that I've already shown you, I will direct you to the video I've already done. If it's something that maybe I'm curious about too, we can learn together. I'll be the guinea pig, or we'll be the guinea pigs. If it's something that we have never heard of or tried, we might try it. We'll see. But there's a lot of things that you can freeze yourself and have at home. Like all those little lean cuisines and all that stuff, they're yummy, but they're expensive. And I learned years ago, if you see it in a freezer section of a grocery store, you can most likely do it at home. And also, I was going to show you all those pans again, but there's no point. They look the same. They're just going to be off the pan, the big pan. They're going to be the same thing. You can't see inside. But yeah, one day, whenever I do one from the freezer, I'll share that with you. I'm excited about this. I want to, it's not going to be like a series, but I think I will make a playlist for freezer meals and start doing them, like adding every one I do on there, whether it's like I said, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. So I'm going to shut my mouth and I'll see you guys next time. I know I've already probably said that, I think. I don't know anymore. But I hope you did like this. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload. Can you tell my back's not hurting as bad? It's all because of the medicine though. That's all it is. It's the medicine. I mean, it still hurts, but not as bad. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you all that too. If you'd like to, share this with a friend, but most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, or let me know about any freezer meals you might want us to try out. It will take, like, I can freeze it and maybe the next day or two show you how it turns out after it's cooked or whatever. I can't, like, well, I could do it all in one day, but I'd have to, like, film oddly different than I normally do. But I could, if you wanted to see it all in one video, like the cooking process and everything. I could try that if you wanted me to. But anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Remember, don't take any wooden nickels and be sweet.